사실은
Hello everyone. I'm getting over a cold, so I apologize for the voice, but it's the year 2025 and we're starting off strong with a new collection from Miss Flower Knows, the Strawberry Cupid collection. Now, you'll notice lately that they'll have reoccurring themes that they've been doing lately, like the little angel collection. They kind of renewed it. They already had a strawberry collection, the Strawberry Rococo collection, but now they have the Strawberry Cupid collection, which is very Valentine's themed, very cute, like all their shit is. Unfortunately, I am not with my sisters, so I wish I could show you like all the stuff on like all our faces, but we're working on just my face today. Sorry, guys. One thing I started to notice from about a few collections ago is that they actually have China exclusive colors for certain products in their collections. And so this time, although they did send me all this stuff, it's PR, right? I actually went ahead and went on Taobao, which now ships to Korea, and I actually purchased the China exclusive stuff. So you're getting everything in this video, honey. You're getting everything, which is good because you can see the actual entire collection, but also bad because unless you live in Asia, you can't get these Chinese exclusive ones. And honestly, Flower Knows we need to talk. We need to talk. Sometimes these China exclusive products are like my favorite things in the entire collection. So I'm like, that's crazy. Like for example, every collection they usually have an eyeshadow palette, right? But this time they have entire face palettes, which basically you're able to do your entire face with. This is number 1, Honey Canele, and this is number 2, Cupid's Mischief, which is exclusive to the international market. But can I just show you the palette that's only available in China? Are you freaking serious? While girls are out here struggling to find cool tone makeup out in the States, you're gonna keep this from them? Flower Knows, you're gonna keep this from them? Us? Oh my God. Let's look through what Flower Knows is giving us in the entire collection and we'll play around with the makeup. Also, if you stick around to the end or if you wanna just skip to the end, I'll put timestamps below. Because there's so much stuff in this collection, I'll put together little sets that I think will look cute together for just in case if you wanna shop this collection. So that will be somewhere in this video and also below. So, like I said, there's the new all-in-one palette, which have versatile shades that can be used across the eyes, cheeks, and face, offering endless looks in one compact. Oh, yeah, in one compact. I actually filmed all the swatches of everything prior, and so I got a little bit of a preview of like the texture and stuff. And this palette is quite lightly pigmented. It's not heavy or bright or anything. There's actually quite a bit of white in a lot of the shades, so you're probably only gonna be really interested in this if you are warm toned, or you like warm tones, and you're more on like the light to light medium side. In terms of K-beauty, colors like this are quite popular lately because last year was the year of all cool tones, right? But I feel like this year, warm tone makeup is gonna kind of come back in a way, and so even a lot of idols, you'll see a lot of these really pale, slightly warmish shades on the eyes and cheeks. Palette 2 is a lot stronger, obviously, and it's cool tone, so if you're into that sort of cool tone vibe, this will work on a variety of skin tones from fair to, I would say, even deep, because if your skin tone is deep, but you're a cool tone, as in you have more yellow to olive undertones, as long as you do color correcting around the mouth and the eyes, and you do a bit of highlighting in the center, these sorts of shades would look so pretty. So yeah, overall this palette gives very like, I wouldn't say cute, but it's very romantic, like sultry, like, but with like a twist, honey, a twist. I don't know if there's any point in me talking about the China exclusive one, but I'm just gonna talk about it because I'm super upset that they do not have this for us globally. I mean, if you live in Asia, then you can order from Taobao. But this palette, honestly, is perfect for if you are a winter. You've got your pink cheek powders, right? This one is just like the first palette where there's like a white sort of matte highlight shade, but this has a bit of like a pink undertone. So this is great for brightening in the center, brightening at the same time as giving you almost like a pink sort of whisper on the cheeks. And then of course, the sort of like soft gray taupey colors, which like these two, this color combination, perfect. Like I've said many times before, with winters, they look better with emphasis on the eyes and the lips, with the cheeks being very subtle and low key. So this is pretty much giving you that. And the fact that she's not available in globally, that's a crime, to be honest. Speaking of complexion, there's 2 pressed powders. These are the Strawberry Cupid pressed powders, and girl, this packaging is insane. This is so cute. I would love to take this out with me and show it off, to be honest. It does come with like a little powder puff, so you can touch up. I'm not a fan of these because they're so thin. A lightweight, fine powder that blurs imperfections and pores for a smooth, matte look. Oil absorbing and non-cakey. I do like that the white one has almost like a bit of a lavender shift to it, which helps get rid of any excess yellowness in the skin. So if you're more on the pale side, but you find maybe some of your base makeup is looking almost on the yellow side, the lavender will help kind of correct that. I feel like Flower Knows is famous for their blushes. Later on in the new Little Angel collection, they came out with cream blushes, but now we have liquid blushes, which I've kind of been obsessed with lately. This is the Strawberry Cupid All Day Glow Liquid Blush, and they sent me an email after they sent out the package, and they really wanted us to really emphasize this blush. According to them, it's a full coverage liquid blush, which they proudly call their AM to PM glow. Say goodbye to the dilemma of choosing between concealer or blush first. Our perfect blush hack combines the efficacy and benefits of both concealer and blush. All day dewy flush, no touch-ups required. Whether it's covering winter redness or resisting summer sweat, our liquid blush won't budge. I saw this email before I actually got the package and I was like, oh, super excited. But when I went to swatch the stuff for the swatch shot in this video, I will say they're very pigmented, but between concealer and liquid what? I don't know about that. I think if you do have a lot of redness or a lot of blemishes here, you would still have to conceal. Now, internationally, there are 6 shades. There's actually 4 relatively cool tone shades and 2 actual warm tone shades. I would say these 2 would be good for summers. This one would be good for summers that are tan to deep skinned. This one would be good for deep skin winters. And these 2 would be good for warm tones. This one as well has a China exclusive shade, which, yo, I'm pissed. What? Put this on the global side, girl. It's actually a contour shade. This one reminds me a lot of Fenty's Amber shade, and probably next to the powder compacts in terms of cuteness factor. Girl, these cake lip creams are the most adorable things I have ever seen. The detail on this shit is insane. Oh my God. Oh. So this is a matte sort of velvet lip cream. It's got a cloud-like texture. It delivers a velvety soft matte lip finish that feels weightless and airy on the lips. It's infused with smooth oils that provide hydration and combat dryness. Smudge-proof and stain-free. Mesh structure color lock technology ensures your color stays intact without fading or smudging. Now, the format of this is reminding me very much of like Sea Beauty that kind of went viral like maybe a year or 2 years ago. You pull out the applicator, it's like this short little stubby thing, and like the product is in this little well around here. You can If you look at the swatches though, the swatches, I swatched from here to here, and the ones at the top, I was trying to get a feel of the texture of the product. So I was kind of like rubbing it around like this. But how do you describe the texture? It reminded me almost of like a really moist Play-Doh, because when I start to roll, it kind of almost like, not pilled, but it roll up on itself. So the vibe I got was like, again, a matte lip cream, but it's not dry. It has that moisture in it. I can see this working really well with a lip brush. The texture doesn't look the greatest on the swatch, but it feels like it's gonna look good on the lips, but we'll see later when we try it. This isn't a makeup product, but they do have these scented hand creams, and I'm glad that I got these because they don't send me the perfumes. I think they can't deliver perfume bottles here to Korea. This is Lychee Bouquet, and this is Strawberry Milkshake, and I did have a whiff of these before I started. Strawberry Milkshake has the top note of strawberry, of course, middle note of caramel, and base notes of musk and vanilla. This is very much, to be honest, these are both kind of giving Bath and Body Works, but in a good way. I love to smell like a high school girl that went smoking outside, so she has to cover up the smell with her cheap Bath and Body Works body spray or her Victoria's Secret body spray. This is very sweet. It's like strawberry cream. Very strawberry, very sugary and creamy and sweet. And Lychee Bouquet has top notes of lychee, black currant, berries, lemon, heart notes of rose and jasmine, and base notes of musk. And this one is definitely strawberry, but more on the fresh, sort of like succulent side, I guess. Like a freshly squeezed sort of like a strawberry daiquiri. And then of course, every collection does have their mirrors. These are the mirrors this collection, and I swear the quality is so high because like the shape is like different for everyone, right? But I noticed on some of them, they can be quite thin and almost feel like they might break if you bend them too hard. But this is one of the ones that feels very sturdy and thick. And it does come with a bow that you can actually just take off. Hair clips this time. These are super, that's so cute. I don't know why, but to me, there's just something so 90s about this sort of, what's this called? this sort of clasp style hairband. My mom and my sister would always use hair clips like this. That just reminded me of that. But yeah, there's the perfume I didn't get. There's a solid perfume that's like a keychain that I didn't get. But there's a collection now. Let's create a look together. I feel kind of bad for this, but I want to start with contour because I put my base makeup on earlier and I want to contour my face a little bit. So I'm actually going to use the contour shade that I can't buy. I'll put it on my cute little heart palette and use a little brush. Oh, it smells like a strawberry jelly rancher. Oh yeah, that is smooth as hell. No contour with contour. And of course you can just apply it directly with the applicator. That's the whole point of this. They actually do also have puffs that they sent me, but look at these adorable little heart puffs with the bows. And they're so squishy. You can use the point to go under here, blend your blush. I kind of lack a chin, so I like to just contour basically under where my jawline should be. Because the width of my face is actually not that much this way. So if I do too much face contour here, I look like that hyperpigmentation meme. And then I'm gonna contour my nose a little bit. Let's try it using the applicator directly. I'm making sure I take off the excess. Here. Oh, that's pigmented as hell. Here. Of the nose. Also the side here. The applicator is great for the face because it's kind of chubby, but on the nose it's a little bit hard to get precision. But girl, she blends out so beautifully. I like that it has this really translucent base, but it's still pigmented enough that it shows up. There's the contour, very subtle, but I feel like it adds shape to my face, which is what I want from a contour product like this. Okay, now let's do some blush. I'm gonna be using this palette, which technically I could just use this in here, but obviously I wanna show you the liquid blush too. So I chose number 1, because it's a really pale baby pink shade. For colors like this, although they're super pale and milky, for me, I like to use it in the way of like highlighting the cheek and brightening the center of my face. I'm gonna use this first here. I'm using my foundation brush from Chongzhenbu. Yeah, girl, that's so subtle. I don't know what they're talking about because like as a blush, I like it. It gives me this subtle color, which is what I want. The other colors are a lot brighter and more pigmented than this, but for this number 1 in particular, this is the effect that I wanted. But I don't know what they're talking about, like, oh, concealer or blush. You might get that from the other colors, but from this color in particular, not so much. It's really pretty. Very subtle, very cute, and that's what I like. The shine is starting to get on my nerves though, so I'm gonna use the pressed powder in the lavender shade. So I'm just gonna use it with a powder puff. This is the kind that I like to use. It's a lot thicker and chubbier. I don't know, I feel like with really thin powder puffs, it kind of ruins my base makeup. Oh yeah. A lot of that blurring effect comes from the fact that you're mattifying the skin and taking away the oil, but oh yeah. It feels very soft. It doesn't feel chalky, which to be honest, I was kind of low-key worried with a shade like this. Oh my God, one thing I'm gonna put on my lips before I continue to talk too much. I was trying to clean up and throw out a lot of lip products that I'm not wearing, but I found this again, this 3CE lip primer, and it looks like this. And just like the name, it's a lip primer, so it has a bit of like a silicone-y feel. But what I noticed is that it creates a sort of barrier for your lips to, yes, make your lip colors look more soft and velvety and smooth. But I noticed it also helps keep your lips from drying out because it sort of traps the moisture in your lips. And because we're gonna use a matte lip cream later, I need to make sure my lips are looking smooth. So, let's use this color all over first as a base. Just sort of get that pink vibe going on both the top and the bottom. Oh, that's so cute. And then use a slightly deeper pink mauve shade and put that at the base of the eyes just to add depth to it. Same on the bottom, just near the lash line. So you could totally stop at even the first color because even in K-beauty, it's been very simple lately in terms of like the colors in the eyes. But I want to show you every color in the palette, so I am going to try to use all of these. Whenever I see a red, I think just to use it here. Oh shit, that's strong, bitch. Oh wow. And then I'm going to use this sort of really pink brown, placing like that here in my outer crease. I like that overall the color story of this palette is that it's pink, of course, but typically when you imagine like a pink collection, it's a lot of like really, hot pinks. It's like Barbie basically, but more so than Barbie, this feels more like Marie Antoinette vibes. Does that make sense? This low-key reminds me of that era in K-beauty when everyone was doing red eyeshadow, but with a twist, honey, with a twist. Rather than a straight up like burgundy red undertone, this is more pink. So for us cool tone bitches, oh, I had to put lenses in because I feel like just my normal eye color was like not giving with these eyeshadow colors. And then of course, we gotta use that middle shade, the sort of, how do you describe that? It's like this peachy pink with pink and gold shimmer. When I have a lot of like cool tone colors on the eyes, I love the contrast of having like a warm shimmer. Oh my God. You get the subtle warmth of the base color, but honey, it's mostly about the shimmer. It's mostly about the shimmer. There's something like about the way we have like this pink brown shading on the eyes, and then we have that gold peachy pink shimmer in the middle here that gives it this almost like glowing quality, this sort of like two-toned glowing quality. Love is energy in my heart. What y'all know about Chi-Chi? What y'all know about Chi-Chi? Now the blush has a lot of shimmer in it, right? But lately, blush highlighter has been quite popular in K-beauty, so I do want to include this and see what she's giving. Oh shit. Ooh. Oh yeah. Kind of looks like the pink color I had in my favorites of 2024 video. Okay girl, that's really fucking pink. But I kind of love it. This shade is so interesting. When you first look at it, when the light really isn't hitting it directly, what color is that? It's like a greenish, muted white gold shade. But when the light hits it, it has this beautiful pink shift. So I'm gonna use this to kind of put on top of the pink blush, and that will give us a sort of highlight. Ooh. I know 3CE recently came out with like a blush and highlighter duo, but I guess that's like sort of like the thing for this year. That is so crazy. Oh. Can you see if I turn off these lights? Because I didn't do eyeliner, I do think this look would benefit from a little bit of eyelash. So I'm going to curl my lashes real quick and just make sure they stay up. I'm going to use my AOU Long Lash mascara. On the lower lashes, I want almost like a spikier feeling. So instead of running through them like this, I'm actually just gonna pull downwards vertically, catching some of the hair. So it's more of the doll effect. I also have these super cute floret lashes that apparently already have like glue on the band, so you can just stick them on. Okay, that is really freaking cute. Now for this look, I do think like a subtle pink would look really cute, but I do love the look of number 6, whatever that color is called in English. This sort of rosy, bright pink. Well, it's bright, but it's not like bright in the sense of like neon bright. It's more like sort of an intense pink. You have to be very careful because the product is so thick. Normally when you have like a lip tint or even something like this, right? When you pull out the product, there's a stopper in here that keeps you from getting too much product. But the fact that this is straight up, you literally have access directly to the product and you're dipping right in with the applicator. You have to be extra careful about portion control. So I'm only taking the tiniest bit. Oh, girl. It could be because of the lip primer that I put on, but girl, this shit is smooth as hell. Because the applicator is so short and stubby, it does make it a little bit not as easier for control. But that's the price you pay for cute packaging. Oh my God, that is so pretty. And I use barely any product. I am gonna use a lip liner though, because it's so bright. I do need to create a border on my lips. I'm using AOU's lip pencil in Cool, just so that it blends into my face better. Because I'm creating that sort of transition between my lips and the skin. Oh shit, I didn't put any highlighter on my nose. Yeah, I like that the highlighter is not super pigmented. I mean, it could be because of the brush I'm using, but I do personally like that it creates more of like a whisper of a highlight rather than like, you know, bam in your face. Honestly, that makes it a lot easier for like beginners of makeup. You know, super pigmented, bright, like blinding highlighters are great, but if you're not good at controlling the amount, that's when you have to start making TikToks about, oh, highlighter blindness. Meanwhile, I have blush blindness over here. I am obsessed with this shit. You know, how about this? How about we add a bit of this moment? If you don't really care about natural makeup and you love color, palette number 2 is the one, honey. The color story is freaking genius. Everything blended smoothly. It had the right amount of pigmentation for me personally. I think the one thing you have to be careful about is the blush though. Dipping into it with my brush, I could feel that it could get almost patchy if you're not taking off the excess and making sure you just tap it onto the cheeks. But I love this sort of like pink beam, strawberry, sort of like highlighted, glowy look. Girl, I can't wait to get into the China exclusive palette, honey. This one, cause ooh, this shit is more my coloring, so I'll probably include that bit in a separate clip. Since it did come out recently, it's like, you know, around the time of Valentine's Day, and you're looking for a gift for your girlfriend or a family member or even for yourself. Let's say you are planning to purchase one of these palettes. I'll put together a little kit for each sort of palette that I think the colors will kind of go well together. For the first one, since this is a sort of light, warm palette, I'll put together these products. It'll give you that cute, warm sort of glow, which is actually quite popular, I think, more recently in K-beauty. Then for the second palette, which honestly, the colors I used today would be really cute. Or if you want something a little bit more subtle, because these are quite bright, I'll change the lip color. And honestly, unless you have access to Taobao or AliExpress, you're probably not gonna get this one, but I'll still put together a cute little kit for my summers and my soft summers out there, or winters. Also, don't forget that I do have a discount code if you wanna use it. Girl, you don't have to use it if you don't want to, but if you do wanna purchase them, I highly recommend at least using it for the discount. I do make a little commission off of it, but it doesn't matter to me that much. So that was the new Flower Knows Strawberry Cupid collection. I hope you found this video useful. Yeah, I'll see you in another video. Goodbye.